Now the cold cases. We're getting our first inside look at Rhode Island's brand new cold case unit.
I believe that with focus, both from prosecutors and investigators, that, and particularly given technology that's available to us today, we may be able to find answers in some of these cases.
12 News reporter Kim Kalunian spoke with the Attorney General and 2 members of the unit to find out what their goals are.
And how they begin to tackle these hard-to-crack cases. Kim?
Well, Mike and Shannon, the state has 14,000 pending felony cases and charges about 5,000 additional felonies each year. But missing from those, the hundreds of unsolved homicides. This new unit is now focusing on getting justice and closure. Inside this Howard Avenue building in Cranston.
When we have our Monday meetings, we'll bounce everything off each other.
You'll find a weekly meeting of the minds.
Everybody's a very seasoned guy. Everybody has over 20 years with all sorts of extensive investigative careers.
Prosecutors and investigators coming together with a single mission, solving the state's toughest cold cases.
These are cases where families have been waiting for answers for a very, very long time.
It's a brand new unit formed in September after Attorney General Peter Neronha made a public push to get funding from the state.
When I ask for 20 lawyers and I get none in the governor's budget, I ask, why not?
After that initial rejection by the governor, Speaker Joe Shekarchi greenlit the spending, mostly supported by settlement money won by the AG's office.
Yeah, so this is stale and CODIS.
Now it's time to get to work. The office has assembled a team of criminal prosecutors and investigators with both state and federal experience, charged with chipping away at the mountain of unsolved crimes.
What we are trying to do is triage them. So where are there potential leads today that may not have existed back then that can lead to answers quickly? Certainly we're not just, none of them are easy, otherwise they wouldn't be cold, but some have, if you will, more immediate promise than others. And so we're trying to focus on those first.
Special Assistant Attorney General Jessica Valella has been poring over case files, digitizing them and working hand in hand with police departments across the state, offering support and resources that could prove critical in cracking these cases, some of which have gone unsolved for decades.
These cases have been really well worked by these departments. They've chased a ton of leads. We're trying to apply these new technologies as something new that we can add to an investigation. A lot of that has to do with fingerprints, shell casings, and most notably DNA or forensic genealogy.
Applying that 2023 technology to cases from years ago and doing so in a central location are the steps the unit is hoping will one day soon lead to their first big break.
From knocking on that door at 3 in the morning to give a notification is the worst thing in the world, but to give closure, whether it be an arrest, whether it be answers, well, closure is always the most important thing.
And I asked the Attorney General how many cold cases there are in the state, and he said more than they can count. We've covered dozens of them right here on WPRI. To learn more about the ones we've covered, or if you have a cold case that you think we should investigate, just head to WPRI.com. Live in studio, I'm Kim Kalunian, 12 News.